Hey there, I'm Brandy,
And I'm Stephanie.
and we wanted to welcome you today to talk to you a little bit about what it is to be a coach. We get that asked a lot, and we wanted to make a little video just talking about what we do day to day.
So we're going to cover real quickly with you what we do, how we do it, what we do behind the scenes, and how we get paid, all those little kind of questions that you've already been thinking about and wondering what's going on behind the scenes. So we wanted to be an open book because that's how we run things. We love honesty and vulnerability, and we are here to share with you what we do. So let's just get straight into it, right?
Yep.
So the first thing it means to be a coach is to take care of yourself, woman. Your health is your priority, and that has to become our number one priority.
And I think a lot of people come to us asking us, how did you get started? Why did you get started? What was your journey? So my journey started because I got in a really bad car accident, and I have several herniated discs in my back and in my neck, and I had tried everything. We did physical therapy. The doctors were saying that we needed surgery, so I decided, I'm gonna give this one last go because I did not want to do surgery. That terrified me. So I stumbled across a program called PIO, which changed my life. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but it did. And now I am 2 years into this, and my back is better than ever, and I did not have to have surgery. So again, I know. And I just love talking about that program to people, and this is kind of where I will talk a little bit more about what we do with sharing our journey. But Stephanie had a completely separate journey. I actually invited her to join along with me because
she didn't want to do it alone.
Exactly.
Right? Who wants to get started on like a health kick and your health journey alone? It's so hard to do it by yourself. So you always want to come alongside, a bestie and do it together, right? So that is how she pulled me in to get started. And honestly, I was 22, 24 weeks pregnant, something like that. I was incredibly unhealthy, eating so much fast food because I was eating for two, right? And it's super easy to justify eating unhealthy when you're pregnant because you need to eat so much food. And I just had no clue. And I was feeling gross, and I wasn't feeling myself. I was fluffy, and I really was uncomfortable in my own skin. And I knew it was only going to get worse as I continued to grow bigger. And then I would have a huge recovery to get back to, my pre-pregnancy self, which even then I wasn't comfortable with. So I got started with simple workouts daily and really focused in on my nutrition. And I really didn't know anything about healthy eating at all, or didn't even really care what I was putting into my body before I got started. But then it just kind of clicked. I said, I'm sick of this, and I want to feel different, and I want to treat my body well, and I want to create a healthy place for my baby to grow. And that was all that I needed to get me started. Well, that and having a best friend with me to keep me on track, right? So that's for me. That's how I got started. And same with Brandy. I started 2 years ago, so I've been continuing on this journey, right? Of course, I have eaten cookies. I have fallen off. I have skipped workouts. But because we have the accountability with each other and with the community that we're going to tell you about too, it's really kept me on track and moving forward towards my goals, towards a healthier version of me every single day.
Yeah. So, kind of that's what we started out with, just taking care of ourselves and, being able to pull each other into it. And we needed a kind of a virtual place to do this because we've never lived in the same state before.
Ever.
So we needed to do it together, but separately, So we formed a virtual community, and that's where it all started. But we wanted to make sure we were taking care of our minds, our bodies, and our hearts. And along with that, we wanted to bring other people into that because we kind of found the community between just us. We thought, why not grow this into I got goosebumps talking about it. Just a big group of women who are striving for the same thing. We are busy every day. We have lots on our plates, but there's no reason that we should not be taking care of ourselves, because if we can't take care of ourselves first, we're not going to be able to, take care of anyone else in our lives, right? This community that we have built, it has been a trickle effect of what's been happening in our world and our business. So again, by taking care of ourselves, we have started our businesses doing just that and building a community of other women who are joining along with us to do programs that are, something they're interested in. So, yeah,
So as we've grown, we've just slowly, reached out and added another girl to our duo here, and then we've just continued to watch it grow to like hundreds of women now are a part of our virtual tribe online, where we have this community of women to check in with for accountability, for support, and just to give you that pat on the back when you actually got your workout in on a really hard day, when you knew it would have been easier to watch TV and your husband probably wouldn't have cared if you got your workout in and your kids wouldn't have noticed, but you have a place of safety and support. And it's just been, I think the funnest part of our journey was learning that we didn't even realize that we needed that until we kind of created it.
Yeah.
But now as coaches, we get to watch that happen with other women in our tribe, and it brings tears to our eyes. The messages we get when we hear our girlfriends, going down in dress sizes or fitting into last season's clothes, or taking photos again when they haven't taken photos in so long, and
or they're getting off of medication that they've been
gosh.
on, pre-diabetes and hypertension and thyroid issues. I mean, it's just like, I still have goosebumps. I know this is crazy, but that is really where the meat of this business is building the community of like-minded women and people who are striving for the same thing that we started with, and just knowing that you can change your body and your mind and your heart along with this journey, and sharing it with others. So that's a big part of our process of our day. So kind of what do we do day to day as coaches? One, by forming this community, you are becoming a leader in that community, and it gives you a way higher level of accountability. We started this just with each other accountability, and then the more girls that we have joining in our Fit Tribe, the more accountability that we hold ourselves to. A lot of these women are joining with us saying, hey, I just need the accountability, and we're saying, holy moly, that's more accountability for us. So by doing that, we are just wholeheartedly, vulnerably sharing our story, sharing our struggles. Girls, I'm not the biggest fan of working out, but I know what it's doing for my body. Because,
I hate it.
Cardio is cardio, right? I mean, it's hard. But by having a support group to talk to and, struggle with, and you're not doing it alone, that's the biggest part of this. And as a coach, you are just sharing that journey, sharing the ups and the downs, and being relatable with other women to show them that this is possible for them as well. So that's pretty much what we've started out and kind of continued on for the past 2 years. And the consistency is the biggest part of this journey, honestly. We are building trust with our tribe and with each other by showing us that we're not going anywhere. Yep, we fall off, but we get right back on. And it's so much easier to get back on when you have someone lifting you up onto that wagon.
Yeah, and the flexibility with being a coach has been huge. Like, we both started as coaches when we were both working full-time out with full-time jobs. I was pregnant, and then once I had my daughter, I didn't want to go back to work. So then I became a full-time coach and poured a lot of time into this business. But we also have coaches and girls in our community that are doing, that are helping others on a part-time basis, an hour a week or a couple hours a week or something like that. So it's incredibly flexible for your schedule. It's not something that you have to quit everything else you're doing in your life to become a coach. This just is something that you add in because you're already taking care of yourself. It's an easy addition when you're already taking care of yourself, and it's almost like a natural progression when you're taking care of yourself to start paying it forward and helping others. So the flexibility is incredible with this. And it's really allowed me to run a business while I'm at home with my daughter, and given Brandy the flexibility to bring her husband home.
Yeah. And move on a sailboat and be able to do this job anywhere, and our lifestyles are completely different than some of the other coaches. We have women who are running full-time physical therapist jobs. We have our businesses. We have stay-at-home moms. We have teachers. We have all sorts of different ladies that are on this, but they are just putting their heart into this and giving and sharing. And that is honestly what this is about. This is not a like jump in and get rich overnight or anything like that. This is putting yourself out there, sharing your journey, and being genuine about it, and just helping others. And when you help others, it's a ripple effect, because then they're going to help others, and they're going to help others. And I mean, what a better feeling than that? It really is great. But I know that you're probably wondering a little bit about how do we get paid. So I guess you can tell a little bit about that.
So how do we get paid? The simplest way to describe that for you is that we are brand reps for Team Beachbody. If you've heard of Beachbody before, you've heard of Tony Horton, right? P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, PIO, the program that we both got started on. And we have an incredible library of products to help you on wherever you're at in your fitness journey, whether you are a fitness professional yourself or you've never worked out a day in your life, or if you have never known, like for me, I didn't know anything about nutrition. Everything that I learned in the beginning was from a program.
Or want to make a meal plan. I'm not certified to make a meal plan, and we don't need to be because we have those resources.
Yeah.
We are able to use these programs as a vehicle to help others achieve their fitness goals.
And the fun part is we know that they work because we use them ourselves. That's how we got our initial transformations.
Yeah.
That's how I lost 40 pounds after having a baby, and we're both in better shape than we've ever been in our entire life. So we know these products work, so it's really easy to share them with others. So it's a really simple process, and that's how we make our income.
Yeah.
But I think the beauty of it is that it's all such a natural progression from being, from trying out the product yourself and then falling in love with it, getting your own transformation, and then, having your friends and family ask you, dang girl, you look good. Like, what have you been up to, right? And it's just easy to talk about.
Well, I mean, that sounds horrible, but you get that a lot.
Yeah.
How did you get your back better is kind of more. So,
yeah. And that's like the best question ever when somebody's like, you look good, right? You want to be able to tell them, like, oh my gosh, check this out. This is what I've been doing. And so that's how we started. Yeah. Honestly, people were asking questions about why I got super active during my pregnancy and how you were able to be active.
Yeah, how I was able to even tie my shoe. I mean, so many people. I actually had a wedding photography business prior to this, and I had to shut down that photography business. So a lot of people knew the situation that we were in and how much pain I was in. And for someone to, tune into me on Facebook and Instagram talking about how I'm doing back bends now or whatever, people were just kind of like, what were you doing? How did you get that way? So, I mean, that kind of transformation is, to me, just something that I can't even put words into, but I know that I want to share that with other people who are either hurting or need to lose weight or just want to feel more confident and stronger in pictures and, any of that stuff. So, but what I wanted to say is, why is this for you? That's something that you are obviously going to have to dig deep and say, okay, this is something I really want to do. But for me, and what I say to most of my gals is, you are doing this to give. That is all this business is to give. And I mean, I can't say any more than that. Just to show others that these programs work, that you can get healthy, and it's just a journey. And to be able to have, someone to join with you. We've got the training, there's nothing more than what we've just talked about that is a secret sauce of any sort. It is just sharing your journey and building a community. That's pretty much it.
It's so simple, guys. Yeah. And the beauty, I think, is that you get to feel the feeling of being a part of something that is so much bigger than you, right? Yeah. Especially, like, as a mom, we can get so lost in caring for our children and giving them the best life ever and focusing so much on them. And that's amazing, and I'm totally for that. But being able to expand my reach outside of one child, one person, this being a part of this community has given me a platform to reach hundreds of women and help so many women that were feeling the same way I was, fluffy, uncomfortable in their skin, and just low self-esteem, to feel confidence and feel happy and feel sexy again. And just knowing that and having that feeling, going to bed at night knowing that that is what we're doing, has been I have never had a job that's given me that kind of satisfaction before in my entire life. Yeah. So I love being a coach. I think it's one of my favorite things to share with people when I meet them. I love talking about it.
It's no secret.
It's not a secret.
We're not holding secrets.
We're not holding any secrets, no. Yeah. And I hope you're able to understand that this is a super simple thing. If you have more questions, please reach out. We'd love to chat. But I hope this kind of gives you a little back behind the scenes kind of tour into what it is that we do as coaches.
Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye
now. So, and you may be wondering what it is that we do day to day as coaches and as a fitness professional.
We're not fitness professionals.
What did I say in the beginning? I'm like,
Am I Steph or Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Mhm.
I'm Stephanie.
You're Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie.
And we are welcoming you here to talk about a little bit. Nope.
Those were not even
What?
words.
Hey guys, welcome.
They're not guys.